Today I helped my dad to cook some Wegmans brand mac and cheese that surprisingly turned out to be spiral shaped. I thought it would be more elbow shaped. Been a while since I had mac and cheese. Well, that wasn't microwaved. After straining the pasta, when it was done boiling, of which while it was boiling, it was my job to stir it. The water vapor was pretty hot, but not too hot. After straining the pasta, Dad mixed in the cheese packets, the powdered cheese packets, some spoonfuls of salted butter, even though the directions asked for unsalted butter. And some vitamin D milk. Then also mixed in some sprinkled sharp cheddar and some sprinkled fresh mozzarella, as well as some habanero barbecue sauce from Dinosaur, and some taco sauce. Despite that, though, this mac and cheese is only the slightest bit spicy. Does taste pretty good, though. And the chicken parm is pretty good, too. Dad preheated the oven after the pasta was done boiling on the stovetop. The chicken parmesan cooked within the oven. Here's how Mycenaean Alvenar looks early on. Following my submission of a proof screenshot of the Tome of Secrets being at level 2, I actually did a full screen screenshot using the snipping tool that was pretty much exactly like the screen is now. Despite it obviously not being at level 2, this screenshot proof was still accepted within minutes because at level 7 it was at least level 2. At the time I originally got it to level 2, GameHack got rid of their tasks for this game. And that was actually why their tasks for this game are why I originally started playing it. And they only just now added back their quests for Elvenar. And reaching level 2 with the Tome of Secrets was their third and last task for this game. I was a day away from becoming a frog, and around 7:30 to 8 in the morning, within minutes, they accepted the screenshot proof, even though they said it would be verified within 48 hours. This is the current tasks that I have. After the screenshot proof got accepted, I ended up falling asleep again and waking up around 10:30 in the morning. And it was around noon that I took the picture of Lady Mechanica. It was around noon I started catching up on the small backlog I created for uploading the My Dinner videos by uploading the one from the day before yesterday around noon. Then I uploaded yesterday's My Dinner. Somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. This is the magnesium water. I'm currently thinking of using this styrofoam block. This styrofoam block to do a styrofoam drawing of a cat. I've got these Sharpie markers picked out for the styrofoam drawing so far. And what inspired me was an animation that of which the original I could only find it on the E621 website, though I saw edited versions of that animation on YouTube. I really like the style of that animation. And I had gotten urges or desires to do that styrofoam drawing of a cat while I was still working on Lady Mechanica. I at last managed to complete the third military training quest in sword fight in the mid-afternoon, I would say, around 3 p.m. Right before I mildly helped Dad with the idea to ultimately make a double box batch of this macaroni and cheese. I used Vion Studio in order to design a thumbnail for my styrofoam slideshow project. The theme, the hook for the video is going to be the evolution of my styrofoam drawings, basically. That's basically what the theme of that styrofoam drawing is. When you've got all of the styrofoam drawings, well, almost all of them, sorted oldest first. So that the one after is newer. I was initially going to do just my first styrofoam drawing, and then Lady Mechanica, in a sort of theme to create a thumbnail to show an evolution theme, but then because of how maybe rule of thirds sort of thing, or maybe a desire to make it more professional. I think it has something to do with the line props that were initially there and that I then edited, since I picked it out from a template under the layouts folder. In 2013 from 2022, that's 9 years. The midpoint would be 4.5 years. But since years only go up by 1, I ultimately decided to do 2017 as the mid-year. And from 2017, I ended up picking out a styrofoam drawing that I used as a prop character in the Dan Hamming and Tim episode from the Dan Hamming series. And that styrofoam prop character was the one who attempted to save Tim. I used the jerk face text-to-speech voice. That's the actual name of that text-to-speech voice for that styrofoam prop character. And overall, I like his design that I made for him. And then I finished off by I used text boxes for the years. I made the text black and used the Berkshire Swash font. After aligning everything so they're all, after distributing and aligning everything until everything looked even to me, as even as I could possibly make it, I had some difficulties regarding the shapes of the different styrofoam pictures I used, even though they're all rectangles of varying resemblances to a square. I showed Dad after I downloaded the video that's literally entitled Unentitled, because it's one of those videos I use in order to ultimately make custom props for Dan Hamming episodes. I downloaded the video in the full HD of 1080p quality. I imagine the P is short for pixel or pixels. I showed my dad. He said he liked it. Technically, the year text moves up as an enter motion, but once I stopped the video at a point where they had completed that enter effect, I used the snipping tool to get a full screen snip or screenshot, saved it as Styrofoam Drawings Thumbnail, that name, and that's the thumbnail I'm currently planning on using for when I launch the Styrofoam Slideshow project. In Sword Fight, I ended up discovering that I don't have to click the concentration icon in order to charge up the concentration active ability that temporarily boosts up your skills. I just have to click around the area where the duels take place in order to charge it up. In terms of the skills, I'm currently working on, in effect, making my current disciple more well-rounded than the previous disciple, with having unlocked the guard stance previously, and I'm currently trying to unlock the barrage stance, hence why I just leveled up the power skill to level 3, of which I unlocked it through an achievement. I'm becoming more well-rounded so I can earn rival stars, of which the second and third star of each rival comes with special conditions that if you meet, they unlock awards that give all of your future disciples and your current disciple nice perks that help them out in all of their future duels, thus helping you to get farther in the training levels of this game. Unlocking the 8th rival star resulted in me gaining the ability to upgrade the main school building to level 5, which in effect unlocked an ability for me to hire a rival as a sort of master within the school. I'm currently researching the Wisdom Mastery Skill Scroll because researching it to level 3 will unlock an award that could give me a cool little bonus to help me. It's currently 11:57 p.m. I finished building the campus for the Sorcerer's Settlement within Elvenar. I've noticed a trend for every single chapter where whenever you move on to the next guest race, that new guest race ends up driving the previous one away. Yeah, but here's how the university looks so far. Looks pretty good. Excuse me. Dad gave me some water with apple cider vinegar mixed in, and I just finished it not too long ago. I'm currently on level 214 for my current disciple. I currently have 10 rival stars. Yeah, which I like collecting because they can end up unlocking new features and perks within the game's sword fight. I've unlocked the 3 specialized combat stances of Blitz, Guard, and Barrage. These seem to be the 3 stances that all of the Grandmaster level opponents use, including the rivals. I'm thinking of creating some more advanced fighting tactics based off these findings. By which makes it perfect, the military lineage perfect for that, since I can spend silver and gold lineage coins to enable me to do those kind of things.